right. Hello, Cancer signs, and welcome. This is your third monthly message for January, and I am doing this one on the full moon in your energy, the wolf moon. All right. So, whenever you do get this, there will be reflection during that. Always use your own intuition and discernment as you're tuning in. All the tarot has been done. You can click on my channel if you'd like to see your other videos. I do more than one. Welcome if you're new. I give names, dates, times, music, scenes, sometimes stuff that's going on in the news. All right. We see lots of weird synchronicities. All right. Okay. I'm kind of gonna, let's see, I might reiterate this. No, there's some shit I'm not playing around here with. Okay. Cancer signs, we need to be very clear. Gemini and Scorpio energy popping in again. I'm not going to give you all the dates and times I saw, but you're not even going to, like, what the fuck? Nancy, negative Nancy, whatever. Nancy, Grace. And I brought up something about Will Smith. Dude, and then it's like uploaded today or uploaded something about accusations of against Will Smith. So I thought that was interesting. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I was like, what? How weird is that? Dude, this is so fucking weird. It blows my mind. Anyways, Cancer signs, if you didn't hear that first video, if you didn't get to that part where, because I kind of rant and rave a little bit about some stuff. So once again, thank you for taking the time to tune in. I'm expressing the things we see. We see some true crime stuff. The name Max is coming through real strong in this one. Max. Linda popped in too. Okay. Justin. Something about Ohio was spotlighted, and then damn, another true crime thing pops up. A little girl, Cassidy. Yeah. And her mommy. So we also have some bad mom stuff here too. You guys had the King of Bricks, which is the King of Pentacles. You had the Emperor in reverse, the King of Wands as well, and a Queen of Cups. I'm trying to see. There was also a Queen of Swords in reverse. So I'm looking at the reversals. We're looking at the different characters here, okay? Whether this be like a Gemini, I got a lot of Scorpio coming in. There was definitely other Cancer signs. If I didn't give you your date and time, I did see so much, okay? I did see Virgo in this one, Taurus, Capricorn, lots of Capricorn, your opposite. 112, 115, 111, a little bit of Leo. Oh, man. So we get this. I'm not going to give you the music. It freaks people out. I know. It's a little dark, a little heavy. So there was a time before I spotlighted. So when there is these talks about something, for example, when it's a reverse gender thing, where it's a woman who's the predator, you get a lot of males who comment about that being like, there's nothing wrong, blah, 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 blah. So a new dude, I think I saw this before, and I uploaded it. Sometimes I write the people's name down because it's like, I just think if you're putting that out there that you think it's appropriate, okay, for an adult to mess around with a child, dude, someone messed it, like, the uncle was spotlighted again for the actual father was spotlighted again. I don't know what this is, but whoever these people are, they're not good people. And there's a final judgment call. So I also got the name Corey. Okay, I got a little Slipknot. Corey Taylor. Name Max coming through a lot. Interesting Cancer signs. I've mentioned this before. If you Pantera always makes me think of you guys. So Phil. But there's this dude. So check out a true crime person, Justin the Nick of Crime. Justin the Nick of Crime. Okay, because he is speaking out against these types of things as well. Also revealed, a young Baptist youth pastor saying that. So this is someone who's around the youth, telling them that he's, has an issue with some child pornography. I'm like, why is that even an issue? Like, why is there even, like, I don't even get this. So all of this type of crazy, creepy shit, dude. Some of this, like, we're going into some real dark. That's maybe that scorpionic energy, this shit in the world that isn't all roses and rainbows, and the whole thing of, oh, we're all one and every doesn't matter. Da, 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 da. This is so hard for me to digest because that ain't true. Um, Also, there's some weird manipulation, of course, like people using videos. Like I saw like some news thing about, seeing a cougar, and I'm like, it looked like it's snowing, and I'm like, there's no snow. This is not real. And everyone's like, oh, well, that's the rain. I'm like, no. And then it's like these people. I'm kind of a bitch right now. I'm not gonna lie. That's that Queen of Swords, I guess. Cancer signs. Maybe that's the whole. During this time of this full moon, what I saw was it is about putting your boundaries up about who is in your soul tribe, who is loyal to the pack. Now, the wolf, of course. I was gonna mention checking out Ramblin' Mike's channel. He had some great stuff there for you guys. If you are, about money as well, prosperity, things like that. And he speaks about letting the wolf go, and so it really depends on how you see the wolf, right? Because I get wolf in sheep's clothing, well, William, and set it off. Yeah. Um, y'all, man, and then like it's revealed. Okay, I got this dude in Twilla, which is Utah, been arrested because it was an uncle messing around with a 10-year-old. See, I told you there's something here. There's also something that people don't want to know here with some of these other people. They don't want their truth revealed, because if you really knew the types of things they was doing, because we can look at the bad moms, like for example in the true crime community, also when we see something like, for example, Maddie, and being 13. This other little girl was 10. Now, North Carolina, South Carolina spotlighted as well, I think. I can't remember. Sometimes I get those Carolinas confused. Anyways, a girl went, and Mackenzie's a name. Mackenzie come through a couple times. That her father had been doing horrible things to her. In fact, she, gave birth to children that is his. So what is all this? Now this other dude got way all whacked out. He be messing with animals, bro. What in the funk is going on? That's the twisted perversion. So I'm not cool with that. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to be all, oh, this is how it is. These are just okay. So when you have this perverted nature in your brains regarding sexuality, that's the whole scorpionic. Like, these are these things we don't want to talk about. If you are like, and oftentimes we think, oh, the church community, hashtag Jesus, hashtag God, that there's some safety there. That can be a big illusion. That's like trying to masquerade it. So the thing is having pure discernment beyond what people see. I'm also getting, and then lo and behold, dude, I brought up like the Daybells, Lori Daybell. It like showed one of the scenes from, I saw one of the scenes where she was trying to be her own attorney, after she's already been convicted of and sentenced to life. Now she's a fellow Cancer sign, but keep that in mind. That's why I said you can recognize that just because you have the same, zodiac sign doesn't mean y'all, vibing the same. That's one of those religious, spiritual woohoos who is in some denial that she thinks she's a good person. The other thing I get is, it doesn't matter how many lovely good deeds you've done and what a good person you've done, what you've done. Then you go and you harm someone mentally, physically, sexually, spiritually. All your good deeds or go in the toilet, because that was all a show that the narcissist put on. She is like the epitome. So I was listening to, it was just like a recap of her. So she always wants to get up there and put her, her character, that she's a good person and caring and loving. And the judge kept saying, now, if you want to open that, then the defense can rebuttal and open all of the evidence showing that that's not true. Okay, Lori. Hmm. Now, this woman, I got the name Cheryl Shannon. Yeah. Maybe it's Sharon. Shannon, Sharon, Sherry. I also got some H names and A names coming in with this one. Oh, the poor little girl Cassidy. Man, it's kind of crazy to see how many people lost their effing minds. And it keeps happening. It's like they are losing their minds. So when you're aware, Cancer signs, that the lunacy, that's what we call it, it brings out the madness in others and even yourself. But that's what people lose their, so some self-discipline. Like I said, what came forth for you with the peacock and the Five of Swords in reverse is actually these people are such, they're not even worth your fucking time or effort. And for some of you, it has been family, because we had the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, all these masculines. Okay, I'm getting like, and this other person, either this Queen of Cups or this Queen of Swords in reverse, okay, I mean, okay, and I'm reiterating once again, they do not have to be air and water, okay, or earth and fire. It's the energy of the people and what their focal points are, what they're focused on. With the King of Wands in reverse, it can be hyper sexual, violent, okay? Oh, by the way, old Don Henry got busted. Thank the Lord for that. He got taken, so he's a real bad guy. He got a bad criminal record, like career criminal. I think you murdered someone. Do the crime, now do the time. If it wasn't for self-defense. So the other thing, so this South Carolina, I can't remember now, the young girl. So she was 18 when she finally went to the police and told that her father had been doing some dirty deeds. And then because she was now 18, but she'd been being groomed and since she was a teenager, 13, and then they were trying to also charge her with this being indecent, and I'm like, okay, dude, I don't know. Especially if it has been happening since they were very, young. Anyways, it's shit like that. Y'all see these things? What's going on? We got some deliverance going on here. Okay, you need to ask her mom. See, this is the thing. Now, I'm moving to the feminine. You did have the Empress upright, so keep that in mind. I am actually very grateful, okay, that I have had such a wonderful, I have a lot of good family, even though I've had some shit. I had good grandfather, good grandmother, and I'm not, my mom and dad, I'm fine with them. They didn't, I had uncles do some dirty shit, I had babysitters. So every time I see or I hear about some nasty dude, this dude Lyndon. So we need to look at some dude named Lyndon, Lyndon. He thinks he's a cowboy and he have a lot of fun, if he would have wished when he was a young boy, he hoped that those ladies would. Okay. So Lyndon, he likes horses. I think a little too much. So we got some little cowboys from hell. Like, I don't mess around. And we're in the thick of it right now, okay? Now we're going to move through it. The Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. It's beautiful messages. Now, when you understand that, the mystic and the shaman doesn't just stay roses and rainbows and love and light. They go into the dark. They go into what's hidden. Okay, the skeletons in the closet to clean it out. Because that's also part of the process of healing. Now, I'm going to mention Cults to Consciousness with Shalise. So there was something about the Amish. So you can really get an understanding of this types of shit happens all over. Okay? I just think, like, there's no, like, what the hell? So I got someone being 43, 34. That was spotlighted in your previous one. 41, 35. And then these littles. Man, these little kids. 13-year-old. A 10-year-old, dude. This little, so, and that's the thing. It's like constantly. All right, grab your coffee, your tea, your water. Okay, Washington spotlighted. I don't know. I haven't seen anything in Washington, but I thought that was so crazy about, I brought up like Will Smith, okay, because we were talking about Tommy Lee Jones, Men in Black, even that show Wild Wild West, and how much I was like, I really do like Will Smith, and I feel bad about, what his wife did, man. That's like his son's friend. So, and then she just like flaunted it as that is like, okay. What? Dude, and your son, I'm just saying, if that's your mama messing around, dude, this other mama would mess around with her daughter's ex-husband. Okay, an aunt. So it just, I decipher the heart of the matter. And this whole thing that everyone is good and evil, uh everyone has goodness in them and evil. Um Speak for yourself. What one might see as being evil and being cutthroat, because there's your other song, Cutthroat. This usually comes out with Sag energy. Um hmm. But you also had a Queen of Wands upright. So I kind of think the Sag, maybe even a Leo, I don't know. Okay, or this could be you taking this energy on. This could be a friend, that you can really count on, okay? Or that is there celebrating, putting the work and effort in, they want to be part of your life. Okay, Gemini too. I mean, now keep in mind, you know, all different zodiac signs and the names as well. We have the names of the good, names of the bad, vice versa. Real sad though. This type of shit causes harm, and that's the whole divine feminine standing up and protecting the children. Okay, and the other women as well from these types of predators, regardless of whether their gender. I saw this really cool in India, actually, the Pink Gang. These a group of women that, like, because you know a lot of their being brought up was being, basically, I mean, child brides and all of these things happening. So these women, they're the Pink Gang. I love it. Standing up for, and they have what, I don't know, they have a weapon, and they said they think that every single one of these men should have tattooed on their forehead, or women, what they are. And first they will try and make peace and tell him to back off and get out of the way and leave him alone. And if not, then they will, they shame him, call him out for what they are. And if not, they stand up, and that's defending. Okay? And when our world is protecting the rights of predators, then something's real fucked up here. I know. Sorry, Lena. I mean, I'm excited, but we gotta go through this. Um, Hopefully I didn't scare you off. I did see Lynn Wood being spotlighted. Lynn Wood. Okay. Damn. This one blows my mind though. Okay. Someone has, like, I don't know. So, the mom is part of the process. So someone needs to ask the mom or ask their person. Some people, you might even be with someone who's playing a victim, okay, vice versa. I don't know. And they're the ones who say, oh, my family doesn't love me. They're abandoning me, or they won't forgive me, da da da. Yeah, she's not telling you the truth. And he neither, and vice versa. You need to ask her about her mom's brother and why he never got. I see too much of this, and it's been frustrating. Since I wasn't in high school, I did debate. Makes sense, right? I was on the debate team. And so for a long time, uh, it's always been about human rights violations. Okay, so human rights, regardless of your sexual preference, your ethnicity, your gender, your economic status, human rights. And when they are violated, that is somebody, hurting someone physically, mentally, spiritually, controlling them. So I always won in my debate. I mean, I had the best case because it was actually against the female genital mutilation, the female circumcision that goes along with part of the rituals for, I don't know, Islam. And I don't know that they do these things. I don't know anymore. I hopefully things, and I'm not even going to talk about Muhammad because he loved them little girls too. So 9-year-olds. Mm-hmm. So all these religions out there, that's where I decipher it. Like, and I get that there are so Muslim, Islam, yeah, female circumcision. That when they're like 10 years old, yeah. And the group of women are told to hold them down, um, and they do this. So they're abusing, all these so-called fucking traditions. That's what's corrupted. Yeah. So, anyways, we jumping into that. Keep that in mind with the full wolf moon. I don't know where Mars is. Something about Uranus. We better see where Uranus is. Oh, because that's erratic change, unexpected. It's been in Gemini's energy, the communication, right? I don't know. Moon signs. Okay. What I felt like doing before we can finish this, because afterwards I saw that, I was like, I'm hitting this on the nail, on the point, and maybe it's someone in your life you're dealing with. There was quite a bit of Libra, Capricorn, like I said, Scorpio, Gemini. I got Virgo in this one. I don't really have the Aries energy. I mean, could be any sign, but it's the energy of the person. All right, and I wanted to get some, what's the art, paint, or make some art here, and lacing, Tracy, Trish, Rachel. Okay, and Kate, or Katie, Kathy. So we do have this compassion, love coming in though. Someone else needed to get out of there because they were in a home that was abusive. That's why I mean, maybe I get need to get, there's disharmony within your roots, your ancestry, your foundation. Maybe it has something to do with the turtle or a tortoise. I don't know. I'm all a tortoise. There's bonus colors. I mean, I don't know why I put these on here. And then we got the Virgo energy too. Or Pisces. 12-1, 4-12. Okay. Man, oh man. Okay. Today is some craziness though. Okay, we're gonna finish this up. I got my mushroom coffee. I don't know what's gonna go on in Washington. Anyways, I just thought that was so weird. I bring up Will Smith, and then immediately on Nancy Grace, it was like accusations. Well, whatever. It come out in the news. Accusations about some violinist accusing him of some type of essay. I don't know. Once again, he denies any claims regarding that, and da 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 da. And But I'm not gonna, I mean, you don't want to put those things out there and do that because, you know, there is a lot of, oh my gosh, fudge packers. What is going Oh my gosh. And then Ohio, like I said, was spotlighted. Columbus. Like, I don't even know any of it. Like, it just blew my mind. Anyways, let's jump into the cards. All right, Cancer signs. Thank you once again for taking the time to tune in. I hope you do have a beautiful month. Hopefully, this gives you guidance and clarity. I mean, I see a lot of good things. You know, like, it depends on who you are in the dynamic, right? Right? I gave lots of different names throughout, but Max was real spotlighted. Max coming through real strong. Oh, yeah. Like Kennedy, right? The only thing we have to fear, I get a bad dad joke here, is the only thing flat earthers have to fear is sphere itself. I love those little bad dad jokes, dude. And that's what I'm getting right here. Max. What else? Before we begin. Nick could be a name too. Whatever. I'm not even gonna tell you some of the rest. Al and Alan. Yeah, Alan. And like I said, I feel like Jason was there previously, but whatever. Oh man. Okay. Let's just jump into the cards, okay, guys? Here we go. Clear my throat. This is by Alberto and Colette and Marciela. I was also getting Albert, Al, maybe that's it, or Alberta. Henrietta, not just Henry, Henrietta. Marcy. Marsha. Martha. Marie. Weird. Okay. And then the weirdest thing, man. Never mind. Never mind. Let's just jump into it. I wanted to show you this so we could see. So if you didn't check the first videos, your first and second video, this is where I did the tarot. We're going to look at it the other direction. Now, some of this could be past. The peacock is about also digesting. Okay. Nobility as well. Royalty. That's what I see. But now keep in mind, the peacock is actually the masculine, like it's the male, right? And the peafowl is the white bird, is the female. So this could be a masculine putting a lot of putting the show on, whatever. I don't know. There's wealth, nobility, stability. I don't know. There is some love or compassion, even an apology or something like this coming in. Okay, someone finding out. Maybe someone didn't know what someone was going through within their family dynamic. And maybe it's dealing with Taurus because I don't know. Doesn't have to be that. Or you guys actually get to have Taurus in your chart with Cancer sign, vice versa. So whatever sign I come forth, you can check out your rising sign, moon sign, Venus. Dude, King of Wands. All three of them. Oh, this is like ganging up. And the Emperor. 5-4. Someone could be 54 when they were doing it. Like I said, a spin of the wheel. 10-10. Libra. I did see 10-11. I saw 115. 114 too. Ooh, 10-19. Yeah, look at that. Very unhappy. They're not supportive. They're not loving. Okay. This is part of that shadow. Wow. And now the wheel of spin, the spinning wheel. Okay. Churning the butter. Everything's here on this. This also has like all aces almost here. Because it has, this is a divine timing, good fortune coming in. For being, this is good karma. This is dharma. A spin. So that one song that says it's Spit It Out by Duality. actually, too. Spit It Out by Duality. It says, huh. It says, oh, it's about time that you had the table spin on you because the verdict is guilty. The verdict is guilty. It came through. It's guilty. And people will cheer. And there will be celebration. Regardless, maybe all these. Maybe it's like one of those Diddy things, you know? That we just see. Someone's coming in. They're done waiting. And maybe it's Libra. I don't know. 10-6. Someone's being humbled. They're not winning. They're done waiting. Someone feeling unvictorious, knowing. All right. Wow. And you have that Queen of Brooms. So you can have a fire sign feminine. Like, she's coming in. She's literally pissed here. Upright, though, she's doing what she needs to do. All right. She's coming in to help someone, too. Overcome, heal. Okay. So she's someone as a rising star. Or she is, or you are. Okay. This is somebody maybe trying to overcome financial, maybe feeling trapped. You know, there's a sense of like, especially if you are younger during that time, you feel very codependent financially upon like these certain people. 1-7 Capricorn. The 7 could be real spotlighted for you guys, or someone like, I mean, we have a 17, right? You could have a dream about this person. But this is somebody, or they're dreaming about you. They see someone as a star. Now, if she was a Queen of Wands in reverse, is that, then I would say she's doing things to be seen, you know, putting her body out there in a promiscuous way, but she's not. A rising star, hopeful. Okay. Maybe Taurus, so you have Taurus 58, someone could be, no, 57. Hopefully that gives you clarity. I said Carrie, I don't know. 57. 5-7, a Taurus. And then, okay, so for some of you could have also a Taurus coming in. Or this could represent, I don't know, you know, the Capricorn, Virgo energy. 2 feminines upright here, working together, okay? I just see being hopeful, optimistic. Yeah, look, even though this was not what was, you know, realized. Now, when we hear about the actual story of, like, for example, in the movie, Margaret, the witch here, I don't know, the original Karen, look, she's out there riding her bike in her, but in the actual like story, or in real life, not just the movie, she was actually the one who was kindest to Judy. Okay. And the other ones were doing some dirty shit, if you actually know the story. And they hated her. So how weird. Okay. Clarity coming in, and even an apology, or there could be a romantic love offer. Okay. And I don't really care if it's a same-sex relationship, if that's a situation, you know, then, because you know, whatever. These could also be friendships. Okay. Family members, the feminine coming in to support. Okay. Nobility. This is someone from your past, even. This could be some of your past. Okay. In the current energy, there's something about this turtle in reverse going down, someone needing to leave. This isn't a twin flame dynamic. That's the other thing. All right. 9-4 Virgo. Ooh, I mentioned even like a father-in-law person. 9-3. So now you could also have some Virgo. 90. Someone could be 90, born in 90. 93, 93. Look, see, so this shows independence, financially stable. This feminine, she could be the wife, the boss, the mother. This could represent you, a grandmother even. I don't know. Okay, we got some Aries, Virgo energy potentially. You know, someone doesn't want to jump into the unknown without, like, she's already figured shit out. Like, she's already been there, done that. Not a fool anymore. All right, getting guidance. Maybe even trusting, like, what she's been through in her. She's sitting there, the corn. Oh my gosh. All right. She trusts that's even, maybe someone, it's coming in a little late because this is a Soulless movie night, but there is maybe something showing up late. Someone like going out to dinner. This is usually like, look, they got the bricks here. And innocence. Okay, maybe a child. I know this is weird. Maybe someone like something is showing up late, or there's um okay, so if there was an actual baby coming forth, maybe you were past due or they were past due. You know what I'm saying? But there's this innocence. Okay, maybe somebody is like sending a gift late, even, or something, or they're showing up and they're gonna bring something, an offer. There's this compassion, innocence, the magician, even a little Gemini, earth energy too, creating and manifesting. Late at night, anxiety, fear, though. The time's running out. Oh, maybe someone feels like their biological clock is ticking. I don't know. 9-5 as well. Wait, 9-8. This is someone that does a lot of work. Okay, this is maybe you do work helping overcome, or maybe you work late at night, or this person works late at night. Someone's trying to create some anxiety or fear, but I don't see this as like bad here. I mean, Dorothy is a little unsure here. I don't know. She's a little fearful. The time's running out and she's trapped, you know. But we have someone working on this. This is someone's work. Like making money. Like y'all, someone works in the justice system or something, or they make money late at night or overcome. I don't know. Judgment, okay? 820. 920. No second chances. Someone's been putting in this effort. Making it like, I don't know. No second chances. Like I said, once this judgment, people are celebrating actually. This person isn't having an awakening. They could finally go to jail for something that they did. And then you got that person that's pissed. You got a watcher. Ooh, I saw something about a hag stone. Maybe every witch needs a hag stone. You know, depends on which witch are you. Are you the good witch? You can see into the future. There's also protection there, protecting also your livestock, your animals. I saw that. The moon's descendants. So someone is doing some research, like I said, online or something, and there is maybe some false information, or there's smear campaigning. This is a gossip. Seeing something helps somebody know how to move forward and do what they need to do to protect themselves. Look, defend, high defense, Chiron, wounded warrior. Maybe check out Chiron Intuition, his channel. I got the one that was like, you have the power. Your words have the power to shut down demons and the devils, right? High defense, 97, 97. Also 29, 209 even. Someone could be 29. Born in 97. I don't know. 97 could be spotlighted. Blocking, defending, there's double time. Okay, to let this person also disharmony, like leave this home. Get away from this family. Damn. Okay, 7-6, 7-4, 4th of July. All right, so I'm taking that one out. We're kind of diving into this one first. Now I'm going to reshuffle all of those. After your guys' Cancers, I'm going to go to the Leo sign. I'm going to go in order with that. I'm going to the Leos. So if you guys have Leo in your chart, which you can check out that one. And into the future, we have the Sacred Buffalo protecting you, right? About gratitude through the storms of life. Right? Queen of Cups in reverse. So I don't know who y'all dealing with, but someone's emotionally manipulating. They don't hang around. They don't want to hear the other's perspective. They don't want to hear how they were not the victim in it. Someone doesn't want to like hear this other side. So upside down here, she's sticking around. Someone gets caught, maybe to hear both sides of the story, the issue, trying to be understanding, compassionate. It's because you know why? Maybe someone doesn't want to hear it because they're done hearing it, okay? Emotional manipulation. Dude. That Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, she's not getting what she was hoping for. She's actually having like a little bit of a temper tantrum. She's feeling heartbroken, or she's a third party. Okay? It's being revealed. Someone could be 38, 308 Pisces, it could be a Pisces. Weird that 93 is there again. So maybe Virgo, okay, or 9-3, someone could be born then. I don't even know, or Virgo. Or you have this, like, look, someone is, so whatever this third party person, this heartbreak, about the time, dude, it's like 10, 12, and 38. Someone is no longer feeling trapped. Someone else is going to be released from, like, feeling like they're crazy or a mental prison, that because this person is doing some heavy emotional manipulation. Okay, maybe they say they're gonna hurt themselves. I have heard that so many times. Of course, we do not want anyone doing that, but they use that as a ploy. They could say that they're sick. They could say they literally have cancer. You know what I'm talking about? She could be very much into all her drugs, intoxication, heavy drinking, heavy popping pills. Okay, someone's not crazy though. Someone else is being released. This other person is maybe there she truly is heartbroken, maybe, or something, you know. I mean, and that's sad and all, but she is not willing to see how her role that she did, because that's just someone who doesn't want to face the truth. Cancer signs. Y'all didn't get like that. I don't really care, actually. 82. So, also Leo, but someone could be born in 82. I get this person, like, can't juggle this anymore. But maybe this is, sometimes I see this as knowing where you want to invest your money, okay? Some finance. This person is really not good. Like, maybe they don't have any logical skills regarding, like, their finances, their money, making a plan, paying debts off. Dude, do you know what she did to try and she tried to, okay, Lynn, I mean, so how she tried to pay the rent for some dirty landlord person with her daughter, tried to get her daughter to do some, yeah. She also lied about her age, okay? She lied about how many, like, this person has had multiple affairs, okay? She lies to everyone. Her age, there could also be some, I'm going to say, you know, the crystal stuff, if you know, this is a little bit of a meth, yeah. But also lied about how many children she has. Like, lies. And every time she's jumped and bounced to a new relationship, it's always been even more toxic. She's actually literally, and when I'm saying herself, she's literally created trauma where because someone found out, like, because she gets caught doing some dirty deeds, or she, like, literally has, like, cut herself, and the kids have found her. Well, you know, she needs a lot of attention that way, but yeah, here she is, persevering. Oh, this is not nice. I get it. We should feel bad. No, but that's the thing. That's why, with the emotional manipulation, with a Queen of Cups in reverse, that was she doing. Okay? And look, someone took action. They can't juggle this. She got multiple people. She got caught. So there's evidence, you know, there's emails, there's something, you know. Knight of Brooms in reverse. Oh, man. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, see, once again, 5 of Wands. She thought this, she could compete or fight with someone. She thought this was competition. Okay, she could get some, and she was also trying to set someone off to try and, you know, she's making a fucking bullshit that she's this victim, and to try and get somebody upset to go and, like, you know, hurt someone else. She doesn't want someone to trust their intuition here. She's putting on that fake happy, fake nice, okay? This is someone you could have been working with, or this has to do with your own creativity. Like I said, your collaboration. Oh, someone at work. She may have She was like, look, she was trying to, this is creativity. This is new inspiration, new passion. But I'm just saying here that this is, she was trying to use, this is somebody that she did sleep with. She did sleep with them. It wasn't just, and it was something that, like, to make money. Maybe she's like an OnlyFans person even, or something, who puts her shit out there thinking that she's gonna get rich. She could be 31. She could also be a Pisces. That seems so odd to me, but whatever. 316. Okay, so someone now is stuck in their thoughts, in their head, about some new inspirations, new passion, or about some sexual stuff. Okay, I just gotta say that because there's a lot of these memories. Okay, or there could also be this understanding of, this inspiration. Okay, this creativity. Maybe someone loves someone's creativity, and they're you collab with them even. So I'm gonna try and keep it lighter there, but there is these good thoughts, good memories. There's always good times, bad times, but then you realize that that person wasn't there for, they just take off. They weren't there when they're only there, they're a good time friend, they're only there for the good time. Okay, they're not there for you. 62, 62, and 212. Okay, so maybe some Gemini, Aquarius energy too. Okay, now that's what I wanted to dive into that one. Now that was in your second one here. All right, Cancer signs, what do we have? 46, 35. Oh my gosh. I just felt like I needed to show that. We're doing a revamp. Now, if you don't watch the first ones, it's fascinating because that's how it came out. Now, this is especially if you're seeing 333s, about who you can create with, collaborate, communicate. So this person is someone who always needs to tell someone how they're such a victim, or they love bomb, they kiss ass too, whatever it is. They portray themselves as so holier than that, such a sweet person, but they're not. They're a liar. Okay, let's see what we got under here. The serpent, no way. The snake. Toy Story. I got a snake in my boot. I kept getting that snake in my boot. The serpent. 46. Dude. 46. So someone could also be that age. Okay, there could also be Aries, Virgo, Cancer sign, Capricorn. Okay, the serpent. We are in the completion of the year of the snake in the Chinese New Year. How interesting. There was definitely one about becoming and shedding skin. So this is the last part of it. I don't think these might be reversals. It came in reverse. Okay, I'm doing it this way, and then I'm gonna let some fly out. So in the past, so this past year, we've been doing this. Okay, the water. Wow, look at that. Some of you, this is connecting with your water, with your moon is water, or because like I said, I get a lot of water. Scorpio too, Cancer sign, Pisces. 6, 7. Weird. I love this. Now I'm trying to remember what the sea turtle going down. See, the turtle's diving into the depths of the emotions. Weird. Some of you could have Scorpio or Libra rising. I'm also seeing 94 there again. Virgo. Huh. The water is in the center of this. Okay. And the buffalo into the future. The coyote. No way, dude. Coyote came out. All right, Mike. I'm going to tell you to check out Ramblin' Mike's, okay, channel, because there's good stuff there for you guys, especially you Cancer signs. He pulled the coyote. I got Wile E. Coyote. I got the Roadrunner, actually. XXX. Coyote. I hear the coyotes all the time. They are tricksters. They play. Okay. if you understand the way they work, they have a decoy, right? So we have some coyotes in my, so they cry a lot. Oh my God, they cry wolf. The boy that cried wolf, even. What is this? Okay, um, they whine and cry. Whoa, 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 whoa. But so they have one that's making a lot of ruckus, a lot of noise. And while they're making the noise, the rest of the coyote pack, okay, is actually trying to like go around the other way or something. You know what I mean? They're then luring, sneaking in. There's a reminder to, laugh at your own follies, but the coyote, the 12th, 712 again, 10-7 Libra, and 712, 1-2, the coyote. Okay, this is in reverse. So we're going to start with these. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. This is my little Mystical Shaman pocket oracle. Once again, Jenna or Jean. I was getting Jenny. Jenny thinks something's funny. It's not funny. Do you know how many people, I feel so, like, did you know that people in Oregon weren't even taught how to, like, pump their own fucking gas? Did you know it's less credits to graduate? Do you know that, like why? Like, are they so, they don't even know what snow is? I saw this thing. Never mind. There's like, never mind. I mentioned it, I'm not into any of the government tells me that it's, I have to do something. I have a rebellious spirit, okay? But at the same time it's like, no, I'm going to ask questions. It's not because I am just such a rebel and I want to break rules and go against things, but there's certain shit that's bullshit. So again, Linda, like I saw the Family Feud, things that I won't let me, something about these digital IDs, I don't even fucking know. Something about that, their 2030 ideals, I don't know, bug meat, what? Masks? Yeah, nope. Let's not forget, so this is a time of remembering, regardless of your political stance, Joe Biden, there is a diary of his daughter Ashley talking about taking showers with daddy. Okay, why? Why? Ashley was there quite a bit. Ashley, there's a lot of Ashleys, multiple different Ashleys, okay? Even a dude, Australia, horrible person, worked at a daycare, abused thousands. Scumbag. I talked about some of this with the Capricorns. And if you really want to know what happens to these predators when they do go to jail, then listen to Viking Mind. If you're able to handle that. It's weird because I feel like with the Cancer sign, I feel like I need to be a little softer with you, but I'm not anymore. I'm not. I'm just being straight. That's the air sign in me. And I guess, I don't know. I've already overcome the shadow aspect of Libra as being a people pleaser and wishy-washy and not knowing what to do and da 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 da. So putting up boundaries was something I learned in 2024, 2025. Okay, with the strength of the dragon, the courage, the power, burning through it. And then the craziest thing, dude, I have like a shed of a rattlesnake. I found the most perfect shed during the year of the snake. Pretty cool, huh? I'm excited for the horse, though, for sure. Coming in to the future. Because that's the action. But what I did, look back in 2017, my New Year thing was to care less and wear more black. All right. So everything comes full circle now. All right. The serpent is in reverse. Now, I think that there is a way of reading these upside down. I think that shows the medicine, if someone needs the medicine. Of course, we know, we hear it all the time, okay? The snake bite, the venom. And then you have the anti-venom, which has to come also from the same snake. So the poison is holding on to it, I guess. I don't know. The serpent. This can be very much about a Kundalini awakening, okay? That looks like a freaking python right there. If some of you guys ever looked into that, what's the 13th sign? I don't ever. It looked like creepy. Like I was like a big old man with like giant snakes. I was like, I don't know much about that one. Ophiuchus, something like this. The 13th sign. Maybe you're gonna deep dive into some of that because it makes me think of the snake thing. All right. Let's see. 46. Oh, I opened it up to the Jaguar. We'll see if the Jaguar comes out. That's interesting. And 28. Someone being 28. 66 and 67. Okay. I always think there's synchronicities with when I open it. So we'll see what else comes out here. Okay. The Jaguar's been very spotlight for the Capricorns. You're opposite. I get Gemini, Aquarius here too. Taurus, Libra, Sag, 1213, 208, Scorpio, Taurus, 1012, 1013. The Jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon. And in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. Weird, because I do get like the Metallica, Seek and Destroy, James and Lars. Okay, she moves gracefully through the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Oh, the name Brett was there too. With 2 T's. But that's Axel, right? And Slash. See, I brought up the weirdest song, and that's the weirdest thing. So with the Capricorns, it was a Motley Crue, and don't go away mad, just go away. Actually makes me think of like this Aquarius person and a Libra. And then he ended up being cheating, but you know, when you find out all the other stuff, she was already their marriage was already fucking, there was so much crap, and she tried to play a victim. Yeah, and then I'm like, you're not the victim. You're the original one who started, who ruined your fucking marriage. The original cheater who lied and went. And then, oh, she would tell me these stories. Like, I care. Stupid is as stupid does. I get a little Forrest Gump here. Little Tom. Bubba. I'm not nice. I know that. But it is what it is. It feels like a little Judge Judy. Or, oh yeah. But when people reveal these things about, you know, it's one thing to be like, okay. And then knowing, so I saw the other thing about like, oh yeah, that person portrays himself online as such a good person and putting on these like happy-go-lucky positive memes. And I was like, the irony here is that this person, so narcissistic people, qualities, they want everyone else to think that they are so sweet. Strangers, you know, their neighbors, their coworkers, their people at work. So, but then the people who's actually their family, you know, their own children, okay, their siblings, you know, things like that, whatever, their grandchildren, whatever. They treat them like actual shit and think they can control them, demean them, put them down. So when we see it twisted like that, so that's not your true soul tribe. That's not your pack. There's not loyalty there. Yeah. Damn. 6667. That's so weird. So someone could also be those ages, or you could be dealing with Gemini. I get, like I said, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarian, Libra energy with this too. Sag. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She's delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind and know that your jaguar instinct will serve you well. Okay, and what in your life needs to be released. We'll see if that comes through. I always think there's synchronicities when I open the book. All right? This is about helping you walk through the shadows. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest. Fearless and at ease, Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between the light and dark and night and day. So, this even speaks about the medicine of the jaguar. What have you carried around with you far too long, which is ready to be let go once and for all? Jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. Damn, we'll see if that comes forth, because that feels like, that's what I feel like this is. Like, especially this new year, okay, Cancer signs. Um, and you know, I feel like there's some residual stuff, you know. That's why all this stuff is some of the most darkest shit. I didn't even tell you some of the other, like, it's just, it's unfathomable, it's unthinkable. It's literally like looking at the fucking trash. I also saw rainbows, so from last year, and it's amazing what happens, what you'll find when you take the trash out. um this could be, this whole family is just, there are leeches and parasites actually, and they're takers. Okay. Damn. Damn, I wasn't expecting that, but here we go. The rainbow. No way. 41 too. Huh. 100, 101. The sacrifice. Okay, we're going to the serpent. Now, I believe in reverse, this is meaning needing the medicine. Okay, 114. That could be a spotlight day for you. 11-4. 113. 112. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. See, that's the thing. We're here because that would, to know between good and evil, right and wrong, to see. We have free will. We can learn mistakes, learn from our elders, our past, okay? Literally, I see this, like, there are so many people in this world that I have learned. The lesson I've learned is that I am not like them. All right, not like us, right? Kendrick Lamar, and who I do not want anything to be like. Thanks for being a complete inspiration of what I would not like to be anything like. Okay, shedding the old skin. No way, yeah. Phil and Daryl. Huh. That's so weird. 114. Because my grandfather coming through pretty strong right here. So, when you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, there is something you want to avoid, Do not use your energies to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. This can also be about a sexuality of an awakening. Okay, your passion and sexuality are awakening. And this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestations. Now, with some of this past energy, because that's where I'm seeing this as, this could be as past as just last year, okay? Okay, or this is could be like 2017, 2024, or also spotlight 2018, something like that. But there's a sense of like, needing to heal from it. Then we have the water energy. I think that's so cool, Cancer signs. The water. But like I said, I was getting a lot of water. I get water earth. I get, especially if you have Taurus in your chart as well. Maybe Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aries with this water energy. 61. The staff. Oh, excuse me. That's 51. Never mind. The Time Master, 61. The water. Weird. 1-5. I do get also some Aries, Leo with this one too. Capricorn. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from the former self to the new self. Self. Okay, that's weird. Seth could be someone's name, even. Self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after a deluge. See, oh my gosh, I keep getting these. Like, these are, I get the snake here because, like, Pantera has the great southern trend kill, and it's a rattlesnake. And the song Drag the Waters like never before. This is going to speak about what this person has been getting away with. And the floods. And that's the thing. Some people just think that that's heavy. I don't know, that it's, or that that's evil or something. But it talks about, like, he's being facetious. He says, oh, all the grapes, all the grapes, and all these other things that you've been getting away with. Your lawyer, I don't know, something about your father's a lawyer, a judge, or something like this. Okay, and this person is getting away with things. I don't know, but if you dig deeper, you will find he's done even more. He's not a good person. Damn. Yeah, the great flood. Water begins without boundaries. Water begins, there is no boundaries, right? And soon as the form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow the sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust that you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. The natural flow is here. Go with it. Whoa. And wade. This is a time for cleansing any unwanted energies and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like a baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the maternal, womb-like significance of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potential of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation. Yes, all life contains,
All things that are alive contain what? Water. All life contains water. Emergence from its manifestation, immersion in its dissolution of form. Because of this, it symbolizes regeneration. Make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. All right, Leo, Taurus, Aries person. Huh. Okay, now we go into the Coyote. The Coyote shows the future. Okay. Also, there's a great Grace. Okay, Grace is there. Maybe Grace is someone named Gratitude with the buffalo. Okay. And the Coyote. Let's see what that is. Coyote. Wily Coyote. I was thinking this Kendrick Lamar. I think he's a Gemini or an Aquarius, right? Gemini. Kendrick Lamar song. Cartoons and cereal. Huh. And now I run it. Coyote. Because it talks about that. Wily Coyote. 1227. Weird. Capricorn. Okay. And 1228, 1229. I was seeing actually Christmas Day. So, I mean, you're opposite, I'm sure. It won't, you know what I mean? Capricorn energy. This could be in spotlight days as well. The Coyote in reverse. Let's see. Are you being seduced by what you think you desire? Could it be that the more superficial, sparkly, shiny aspects of your ambition led you in this moment? Perhaps you feel that in order to get what you desire, you have to compromise yourself, control others, or manipulate situations to ensure your goal is met. Coyote howls in the shadows to remind you that this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Yes, okay, Cancer signs. I also said I saw the crossword, and what I got for you was lessons. And I forgot the second one is breakthrough. Breakthrough. Okay, so that was why I was also interlinked. And like, I was like, wait, because I was getting, I get Jim and Jim Morrison, Sag energy. Okay, and break on through to the other side. Yeah, a breakthrough. And then it was self-care. Okay. Okay, beware the shallow waters right now. Coyote howls in the shadows to remind you that this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Okay, maybe some of y'all aren't ready for this. There was a Three of Swords there. Weird. And this is that person being like, it's almost like they imitate. They want you to feel bad for them or something. Beware the shallow waters right now. Something or someone might pretend to be deep, but that doesn't make them so. No matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they appear, all that glitters will not turn up gold. No matter how many wishes you make to change that. Weird. I could once again be someone being 27, 28, 29. I get Capricorn energy. 712, 721. Weird. Okay. Maybe Aquarius as well. Taurus, Scorpio, Sag. Whatever it is there. Because that's a reverse. So I feel like when they're in reverse, it's the what, How odd. Look at the duality. So we had the peacock up with these spirit animals. I don't even know if you guys can see. What are we on time? 1:13, Capricorns. Okay. So I get several different names. I get B names. I get K names, the BK. It makes me think of Burger King. What the hell? No. I'm not B names, K names, H's, S's. Okay. All these other names, right? The J's were there quite a bit. The serpent, though. So I feel like when they're in reverse, it's telling you about the medicine of it. So maybe there is a need to let the emotions come forth. I'm a private crier. But we all have these emotions. And sometimes it just comes forth. Like, sometimes they're tears of joy, okay? But whatever it is, there's some diving deep. Maybe someone doesn't, this might be, oh, this might hurt. What is this? Oh my gosh. Cancer signs. Do you really want to hurt me? The coyote is a symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go as planned. Oh boy. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears, when it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that coyote brings you the opposite of what you had hoped for. So this person put on a show for you. Now, when we look at where the tarot said, like I'm saying there, right? On this particular one, it's almost like we're going backwards now. It said not getting what you're wishing for. The Queen of Cups in reverse says not getting what they were wishing for. It's heartbreaking. There's a third party. And it said no matter what you do, you can't change others too. Some people don't want it. They can ignore it. And their intuition. Someone's ignoring their intuition about this. Damn. Deception. Some type of divine deception. Huh. The lesson. Once again. The lesson offered by Coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are more sacred and always for your highest good. The sacred trickster. Okay, I'm going to read both ways just because I see this. The invitation, if Coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointments, as they are true tests of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, Coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set into motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. Dang. Huh, I got this other one by Monster Magnet. The name Dave, too. Linda. Mike. So how weird. So what I'm getting with this, I love that. So it's helping me to understand and interpret this even deeper for you guys, okay? That, and maybe, okay, the greatest thing about this is understanding, if you're tuning into this during this time as well, there's this understanding that even if there, so this is a test of your own abilities to trust your intuition, okay, to see through the facade of fake niceness, okay, fake spiritualist, fake high priestess, to see through. So your empathic heart of compassion is not being taken advantage of. Okay? This is a test of your own your abilities. Also to see, you know. I think that's pretty interesting. All right. The Mystical Pocket Shaman. This one got long. They all do. But that's so interesting. The call. 1, 2, 3. Now, once again, this could also be a spotlight at a time. Okay. I feel like I want to get a couple of more of these. What do we have for those? Understanding the serpent in reverse. And this Kundalini awakening. Okay. Which is also about, like, you know, your sexual or sensual energy as well too. Okay. Nobility. Peacock. 1, 2, 3. We're getting the rattle. All three of these came in reverse. It's almost like they're going over to this other place. So what I feel like I might need to do here. Also the camel in reverse. She's parched. Like, you can see, like, she needs water. She is dehydrated. Her lips are dry. Maybe there's I'm also getting a sense that this person could also have like, so when they're on certain meds, like a side effect or something. The rattles in reverse, the eagle in reverse, and taming the wild. 1, 2, 3. They all three came in reverse. The rattles come out. Okay, oh no. We're gonna take those ones for now. And then we're gonna look underneath. The earth keepers. Wow. Yeah, the ancestors. The earth energy. 1-8 could be spotlighted. 5-5. The 18th. This is Mother Earth also. I forgot to mention we have the healing energy, Isla Schaefer and Vela. Hopefully I pronounce this right. But it says try this medicina. I don't think I say it right. I'm not fluent in Mama Pacha. Mama Pacha. I was surprised Mama Pacha's not coming forth. We'll see. Okay. The Earth Keepers. What's underneath there? The Serpent. Okay. So there could be a connection. Oh no. That came out, of course, with the Earth sign energy. The 8th could be spotlighted when you get this too. Let's see what's underneath the water. Like the emotions come forth. And once again, this can be definitely... Look, we have the rattle, which makes me think of like... And we have the eagle. But both in reverse. Okay, what else do we have for the Cancer signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury signs to tune in to this month of January's messages from the Mystic Shaman and the water. In the center. What's in the center? I don't know if there's any more here. Okay, 1 came forth. Yes, the flow. No way. Look at that. Going with the flow of things. Look, we have a beautiful, beautiful feminine here. Going with the flow. The 20th could be spotlighted. Okay, now let's look underneath here. There's the Jaguar. No way. 2028. Dude, there's something. So some of you have been wondering something. In 2 years. Someone being 28, though. Or 20. 18. Young. Energy, too. The 28th could be very spotlighted. I don't know. Look at that. I already read that one. That's what's underneath there. In the water. That's in the center of this. Like I said, this came through with Capricorn. So the beauty of this is even understanding your duality. You know, to have that earth energy, to stay grounded. And the same thing with the Capricorns, to be compassionate, okay? Or whatever, water energy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. That's so cool. Luminous warrior, the Jaguar. This is current. Because you're going through something here. You know, this is a big time. All right? Now, those 3 flew over to this other side. I feel like I'm going to break this one up again because I don't want them to get too long. We're going to look at this, and then you'll also know. So once I do this, go to your 4th message. You can click on my channel, find the 4th message for the Cancer signs, or check your other placements. And I'm going to continue doing... We're going to clear out also... It's almost like I'm going backwards. Rewind. Okay, so as you could see, I was clearing out the tarot. Okay, and then we jumped into the Mystic. I knew it was going to connect mainly with this one. But some of this is the past. Now, I also got some of this on this other side here, if you can see. Some of this... Okay, so we can have different stories for different Cancer signs as well. For some of you, it's like that first one gave you more clarity. I said Claire. I want to say Clarence. Clara. I don't know. I don't know. More clarity. Like it could be just that one resonates here and one resonates here. So if this doesn't resonate for you, you know, with your circumstances and whatever, maybe it is someone in your home or your life or something like that, or it's not for you, right? And be grateful. Like, I guess, you know, that's the whole thing of shifting into gratitude. Weird. Okay. Let's see what's under the Coyote. Because I was like, I didn't do the Shaman card yet. But anyways. Okay, the Buffalo and the Coyote. So that's the sacred trickster. Oh, okay. All right. How's this other woodpecker? Woody woodpecker. The road runner. The road runner. That's it. That's a car. That was a car back in the day. All right. What else do we have for the Cancer signs? Into this future energy with the buffalo. And there will be connection with the other ones, the energy oracles and the spirit allies. I just see more, like, so look forward to that. I am really enjoying the energy oracle. It pulls in a lot of archangels as well. All right, we have these two. No way, soul retrieval. Okay, this felt, now y'all can't see this. That's the thing. That's what I like to show you. This felt, no way, coyote and soul retrieval, 49. It's helping you to retrieve a piece of your soul. So there was something leading you there, okay? I get it. Making you feel like you're getting exactly, like, they put on a show, right? To make you think this is exactly what you want. Because there's a piece that, so this sacred, you know, trickster was about helping you find this soul retrieval from a Ten of Swords in reverse, where you had felt betrayed and hurt. Maybe it was about someone being generous or giving gifts, okay? Or a job or a raise, a commitment. 110. The Hierophant, religious or spiritual even. Someone could be 49. Aries, Cancer sign, Sag as well. 11, 12. 12, 12. Merkaba. Sag. What? I think that's pretty great. Okay. Soul retrieval, coyote. Well, let's see what's underneath here. The staff. That looks like a... All of a sudden I saw a giraffe for a second there. We have the staff. The wand. So knowing that you will be protected, this helps give you, you know, some support on your journey. You got some Taurus energy coming forth quite a bit. I feel like they're there for you. You also have a King of Swords upright and a King of Cups upright. So this would be another Cancer sign. This could be you. A Scorpio. Get a pretty strong Scorpio. And the air sign maybe. Oh no. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Speaking up. So there is these masculines over here on this other dynamic. So it's like they also see. So when we get the other masculines, calling these other masculines out that are being despicable humans, not good leaders. Okay, I see these as womanizers. You know, that's what I see, or whatever, hypersexual, whatever, controlling, materialistic. They do anything for money. See, that's what that one song, okay? Cutthroat says, money is not our God. This is the whole thing of the temptation of selling your soul. You came here to get to learn. You came here to connect with your soul and learn about your soul, not to sell it. Weird. Okay, so this one go over here. And because it's getting long, I am going to break this up. Earth Keepers under here. Now, the two that jumped over there. So there is, of course, a connection with your very first video and the third one. And then we're going to go to the fourth one. So these three did come out. So this is past energy. That's also what I see. And I get with this, I get Aquarian energy, Taurus, Capricorn pulled these ones too, Earth energy, maybe Scorpio, Sag, Aries as well. Because also that Queen of Wands was up, so I don't know. All right, Cancer signs, that is your third monthly message. I don't want this to go too long. Whew. They get intense though, but that's the thing. Like, Scorpio energy is intense. All of this feels intense. And it is part of that, like, you know, growth, overcoming fears, facing fears as well. All right, so whomever those people were, I mean, that's what I was seeing there. So there was something that lured someone here. How interesting. Hmm. All right, that's what I got for now. Thank you once again, Cancer Signs. Check my channel for your other videos. I hope you do have a beautiful, safe January. All right, hopefully this gives you, the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. Okay, and then it says self-care. I see money. There is money. Okay, there is, if there was any type of financial, I feel like there's quite a bit. Um like if that's not an issue, and if for some of you, if it is, I'm saying that it's being like any type of money blockages are being, these other people could be the suckers too, that are literally sucking you dry. I literally watched, I'm gonna share this, my dad, I almost said my husband, so maybe for some of you it's something like that, maybe it's their family. Okay, but that's not my situation. But my father, when the whole family, when he got involved with my stepmother, their whole family were just fucking parasites, suckers. And like even the parents would like, and they portray themselves, oh la la la. And the thing is, like, the grandfather or the father, he is a sweet, loving, wonderful man, truly. Like, I was like, oh, more than anything, he just didn't have any balls or something here. He definitely didn't wear the, I don't, so it confused me. I was like, how did your kids turn out so shitty? Oh, but it just didn't make sense. But I know that that's the thing. It always goes deeper. And for a long time, I was very open for trying to understand, and be compassionate, because who knows what they've been through and stuff like that. Yeah, but just because you've been through shit like that doesn't mean that you turn into the villain too. Doesn't mean you become a perpetrator. Doesn't mean you become a liar, a cheater, and shit like that, and da 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 da, and a drug addict, and that doesn't mean that. That's not an excuse. And more than anything, I am so much more compassionate with understanding people who do try and escape through drugs or alcohol because of the way our world normalizes sinful or whatever. So one of the scriptures, woe to those who call evil good and good evil, right? Because it gets twisted. Yeah. Okay, Cancer signs. I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.